Jumping into a vehicle for the first time in the Battlefield series is notoriously chaotic, so here are a few must-know tips for many of the common vehicles in Battlefield 1.
Even if you're a Battlefield veteran, the horse is still a relatively new concept, since Battlefield 1 marks the first equine appearance in the series. The goal as cavalry that supersedes all others is to keep moving no matter what. While your horse has a surprising amount of health, you as the rider can still be killed in a single shot, so speed is your best friend. The experienced enemy will simply stand his ground and shoot when presented with a charging horseman, so flanking the foe and galloping in from an unexpected angle is your best bet. Aircraft have long been the most daunting vehicles in the Battlefield series, but have gotten progressively easier to pilot in recent games. Planes in Battlefield 1 are simple enough to maneuver, but there are still some tips to keep you in the air and off the ground. The most tangible trick is to hold X on PC or press down on the D-pad on controller to repair in mid-air. The animation is lengthy and will lock you out of controlling your plane for the duration, so make sure no hostile aircraft are nearby and aim yourself at open airspace. Last up is the tank. Tanks are remarkably powerful in Battlefield 1 due to the relative lack of versatile tools to remove them. Like a bolt-action rifle, each tank shell takes time to load, but the tank cannon also has a magazine of sorts. After exhausting this reserve, displayed in the bottom right, reloading becomes an excruciatingly slow task. Hit R on the PC and X on the console when out of combat to reload the tank's magazine. When you start driving a tank, you'll want to keep it slow. Attempt to keep enemies at a range. The biggest range threats in a tank are other tanks, field guns, and rocket guns. So if you come under fire, identify the source, neutralize it, and repair before continuing. When you've got a handle on the basics, it's time to take your tank right onto an objective, as this is by far its most effective use. Up close, you'll need to utilize quick turning, side gunners, and running enemies over to stay alive.
Those were our tips for the plethora of vehicles in Battlefield 1, but let us know your tips in the comments, and for all things shooters, keep it right here on IGN.